going to introduce the home team first. Get ready to put your hands together for your Port Coquitlam Junior A Saints, starting with your goalies, number 88, Ashton Brown. Number 55, Amani Mitten. Number 2, Nolan Ross. Number 6, Sean Lamishka. Number 8, Lise Dockstetter. Number 10, your captain, Braden Lady. Number 11, Ethan Self. Number 12, Jensen Jones. Number 14, assistant captain, Kaylin Mander. Number 16, Luke Neary. Number 19, Jordan Meach. Number 20, Levi Toohey. Number 22, Hunter Meyer. Number 25, Dylan Eilert. Number 34, Josh Mills. Number 46, Damani Thomas. Number 48, Aiden McDonald. Number 77, your assistant captain, Andrew Cowan. Number 83, Kyron Lazor. Number 98, Liam Bootstrap. Your head coach, Travis Cornwall. Assistant coaches, Jeff Cornwall, Ian Patterson, and Kevin Shoemaker. And now for the introduction of the new Westminster Junior A Salmonbellies, starting in goal, number 29, Boris Mazmenko. Number 1, Jackson Curtis. Number 2, Aiden Henson. Number 4, Brandon Kirby. Number 5, Ben Sonnen. Number 7, Riley Alexander. Number 9, Nolan Ragazzi. Number 11, Randy Glanville. Number 12, Tyson Nielsen. Number 16, Sasha Zook. Number 17, Keegan Layton. Number 18, Brendan Marcher. Number 20, Carson Egerton. Number 21, Luke Sonnen. Number 23, Ethan Kessler. Number 32, Damian Shaw. Number 39, Cooper Board. Number 41, Miles Gifford. Number 44, Lucas Nielsen. And number 48, Braden Sherwood. Your head coach, Russ Hurd. Assistant coaches, Andy Ogilvie, Kevin Crowley, and David Bigley. And now, if I could please ask everyone to stand, remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
After a poor start a week and a half ago, the mood around this Saints team could not possibly be more different. And with another doubleheader weekend on the horizon, a win tonight might be exactly what the doctor ordered. Meanwhile, it's the visiting Salmonbellies looking for their first road win of the season in their first road game of the season. It's dominance at home versus untested on the road, or in other words, Poco versus New West. Welcome into BC Sports TV, ladies and gentlemen. Tino Fair here, your voice for this evening in this Junior A matchup between the aforementioned Saints and Salmonbellies. And let's get you some starting goaltenders nice and early here, shall we? As our cameraman extraordinaire, George Para, gives you the look at those beautiful new Saints jerseys in their home crease. And that last line of defense that you see right there will be none other than double eight. It's Ashton Brown coming into this game with a 2-1 record, a .771 goals against average, and an .833 save percentage. He has been miraculous for these Poco Saints. Meanwhile, in the opposing crease, wearing number 29, it will be Boris Maximenko with an even 1-1 record, a goals against of 1151, and a save percentage of .783. He will need to stand tall as these Bellies take on this hometown Saints team, and we are just about ready to get underway. And with the opening whistle comes the opening hit of the game. Look at that as we get right into it. Ben Sonnen making his presence felt and knocks the shoe of Jensen Jones off. What a start to this game, and New West earns the first possession following that big collision. Lucas Nielsen quickly sends it over to the near side as the offense gets their first touches here early. Far side feed returned to Nielsen. Now back to the lefties. They have a man open in the middle. Can't hit him. Glanville sends it back over to the far side. 5 to shoot. Jordan Meach comes in on the double team, jarring that ball free. Can New West get a last-second shot off? They do. And just before the shot clock expires, that one's going to count as a shot. But New West cleans up the loose ball. And there is the aforementioned Jordan Meach with a good defensive shift, sending Josh Mills into the offensive zone. Frantic action here. Mills gets an early shot, sends that one wide. Rebound goes off the corner boards. Still up for grabs. Hoogstraten collects, but another big collision through the middle of the floor will be an interference. And now New West will get going once again. So just one shot on the board through the opening minute of play, and it is courtesy of New West, and they look for more here as the last man coming into the play here will be Ren Glanville. Sends that one over to the far side, down low to the corner. Looking through the middle, sidearm shot goes off the post and out of play. Brady Schnurr almost found his first goal of the year. Now sends one quickly down to the near side corner. Zook battling for it as it gets jarred free once again. In comes Levi Tui to assist his defensive partner. Now 3 Saints up against 1 member of the Salmonbellies. Cooper Board almost got sent into the boards. And now Luke Neary with a man on his back puts it off the post himself. First registered shot on target for the Saints goes off the iron. And Luke Neary, after earning his team a fresh 30, will head off for a change now. So Hoogstraten gets back into the zone. Here's the first touch for Kyron Lazor, another new addition for the Saints, getting into his first game of the season. Has the ball sent to him. Good stick check, though, by Ben Sonnen, who started the game off strong with that big collision off of the opening faceoff, and another strong defensive play to take away a Saints opportunity. Just over 2 minutes into the opening period of this one. Lucas Nielsen, the leading scorer for these Junior A Salmonbellies, back out onto the floor once again. Ethan Kessler, now near side feed, working on Braden Lady. Another big collision, this time is Jordan Meach getting into the action. And one last second shot by Nielsen just before the shot clock expires, and Ashton Brown gets the better of that one. A defensive heavy opening 3 minutes here, as we are just passing that 3-minute mark. This is another shot, goes off the bar, and the rebound comes all the way back to Ashton Brown. This time it was Lee Stockstader sending that one off the crossbar and all the way down the floor. He has the ball sent to him once again quickly into the offensive zone. Andrew Cowan behind the net. Mills, always dangerous for a dunk attempt from there. He's going to round the corner on his wrong side, send it up to Hunter Meyer. Wants the wind up, shoots and scores! First shot of the game for Hunter Meyer. First goal of the game for Hunter Meyer. So you can see him serving in the middle of the floor, waiting for the defender to close him out. But that's a man you don't want to give too much space to, and he makes the Bellies pay here early. 3.5 minutes in, it's 1-0 Poco. Another face-off win for New West. It's Ben Sonnen. Thought about going up against Braden Lady, turns back instead, finds Brady Schnurr. Late man into the rush will be Lucas Nielsen. He has the ball now on the far side. Righty strong on this set for the Bellies, as Lady forces his man down low to the corner. Opportunity now on the pick and roll. Cutting through, shot save by Ashton Brown. Shutting down Sasha Zook on the textbook pick and roll. One that will certainly put a smile on the face of offensive coordinator Kevin Crowley for the Bellies. Mills, fake shot, far near side feed, to Hunter Meyer. That one in and out of his stick. He's going to battle for the loose ball here, but with 5 seconds to shoot, will retreat back to the bench. No, he's going to continue on the forecheck. Now we'll go back into the play after forcing a back overcall here. And he goes right back at it with Tyson Nielsen as those two continue to share words. But it is a fresh 30 off the turnover in favor of Poco. Pass to the near side. Meyer shopping the middle. Over to Dockstader. Now lefty strong, Mills, heavy shot save by Maximenko, and he'll hang on to the rebound. Quick up to the far side. Now lobbed up the floor and collected by Nolan Ragazzi over to Ethan Kessler. Cooper Board, pass far side, delayed call coming up against the Saints, so Maximenko onto the bench. New West gonna go 6-on-5. Poco into their zone formation. Nielsen with the bouncer, shot and a save by Brown. Rebound goes to the far side corner. Levi Tui battling for it. Might get another penalty here off the slash. No, we will get a whistle, and New West will get the first power play of the game. And this Poco penalty kill is brought to you by Boston Pizza. Port Coquitlam's Boston Pizza is a family restaurant sports bar serving great food, including pizza, pasta, wings, and more. Poco's Boston Pizza are proud sponsors of Poco Junior Lacrosse. So New West power play coming into this game firing at 25%. It's the 6th place power play in the special teams rankings. Motion looking a little jumbled here. They do get a shot out by Lucas Nielsen, saved by Brown. Kalen Mander is going to take an interference call as he throws Nielsen into the sideboards. Fresh 30 now for the Bellies. Again, initiating their motion. Tried to send it high to low, back down to the near side. Cooper Board couldn't get a handle on it, though, and he grabs the rebound off of the near side boards. They get the one-timer and scores! One for one on the power play as Ren Glanville cashes in, grabbing his 5th goal of the season. The one-timer, again, high to low. They tried that just a couple of seconds before that, and the pass was not a clean one. Give them a second chance opportunity, though, and they will run that same play down your throat. This time it works out in their favor, and they tie this game. Now Poco looking for an answer, trying to reclaim the lead. Aiden McDonald gets into the action and sends it over to Dockstader, working with Kyron Lazor. Frees up some space for him. Good defense here by New West, though. Sona gets dumped on the pick. Pass goes to the near side. Hoogstraten, 10 seconds to shoot. Lazor down low to Dockstader. Return now low to high. Hoogstraten spins, uses the pick. Slide comes. Now Dockstader on the bouncer. Maximenko saves it. Where is it? And it's underneath of him. Dockstader going to apply some pressure here, but the pass gets lobbed over him, and he'll head off for a change. Schnurr gets the drop pass, joined by Ethan Kessler. Last man joining in will be Riley Alexander. Schnurr waiting for the screen from Glanville. Zook now near side. Kessler looking for some room. Alexander forced out of the corner by Ethan Self. Rounds back up top. Pass picked off, or at least deflected. Now the reverse backhand and sent to the turf was Ren Glanville. The pressure from Jordan Meach. It's had a strong start to this game for Jordan Meach on the defensive side of the floor. Now he watches on from afar as the offense gets back to the action. Here's the Poco goal scorer, Hunter Meyer. Far side feed. No looker for Mills. One-timer, great save by Maximenko. Getting his right leg over and sending it out of play. It will be a fresh 30 for Poco, but the toughest test so far for the New West netminder keeps this one a tie game. Now Mills. Pick and roll intended for Cowan. Pass deflected. Now Cowan on the forecheck breaks his shaft. Now he'll head off for a change and get a new twig for his efforts. Into the action comes Lucas Nielsen once again. He's got Dylan Eilert on his back. Braden Lady came in to close the gap as well. But New West getting back to their 5-on-5 action. There's a shot through the middle, through a couple of bodies as well. Brown gets the save. Now Braden Lady will settle down, turning back and connecting with Lee Dockstader. Dockstader waiting for the screen. Comes over top, backhand flip pass while falling. Kyron Lazor battling for it, gets pinned up against the end boards. Had it for a second. Mills, 5 seconds to shoot, has some room, gets the pass over to Aiden McDonald, who just couldn't get it cleanly. Had a sprawling Boris Maximenko, but just could not get a handle on the pass. Instead, New West back to their offense. Keegan Lady gets into the mix. He has the ball now, sending it over to Lucas Nielsen. Driving, circling back after he got forced to the corner. Now Riley Alexander, shot saved by Brown. Rebound goes to the corner. Jensen Jones flips it across the floor. Jordan Meach got to get this one up quickly, and waiting for that one was Ethan Self. Josh Mills right back out onto the floor. Gets around the early pressure, sends it down to Meyer. Meyer has some room downhill, doesn't like what he sees, he'll circle back. Now steps into another shot, right into the stick of Maximenko, who has settled in nicely after the early tally. But now New West has got to get this over the floor. They lob it down, and luckily they had a man in Nolan Ragazzi waiting for it. He'll head off, replaced by Kessler. Schnurr waits for Lady to get into it. Kessler dishes. Here's Zook. Gets underneath Braden Lady. Healthy stick check, jars the ball free, and now a fast break opportunity for Poco. 3-on-1. Lady's going to take it himself. Shot. Scores! Braden Lady, the captain, reclaims the lead for Poco. Saw a lane to the net, liked what he saw, and took it all the way. A full defensive, offensive rush there for the Poco Saints, and they make it count. As Braden Lady gets his second goal of the year, second point of the year as well. And on their 9th shot of the game, Poco back in front by 1. 9:40 remaining in the first period. Lee Stockstader waits for Kyron Lazor. Has the ball sent to him now. Now here's Hoogstraten working with McDonald. Skip feed over to the far side. Dockstader surveys. Pass to the middle. Lazor scores again! Back-to-back goals for the Saints. A beautiful play by Lee Stockstader and Kyron Lazor. Just a beautiful slip by Lazor as he was just getting manhandled from the outside, but spun underneath. And what a way to make your presence felt in your first game with your new club, scoring an early goal in the first period. And just like that, Poco doubles up on their lead. But it's another face-off win for New West. Looking for another answer here. This game was tied just a moment ago. Now it's the Bellies finding themselves down by 2 in their first road game of the season. Kessler, swing pass far side. Nielsen working down low to the crease, steps through the crease for his efforts, though. That'll be a turnover. Now here's Dockstader, the dynamic lefty for the Poco Saints. The ball returned to him now. Looking through the middle, pass to Meyer, and just puts it wide. Again, had a sprawling Maximenko in a wide open net, but just couldn't get it on target. Now they get the pass through the middle, goes wide and behind the cage. And man, oh man, this Poco offense looks good here early. But it is the offense of the Bellies with the next opportunity. Brady Schnurr sizing up his defender. Skip feed to the near side. Return to Brady Schnurr. Fakes the shot. Has his hands checked as he tried to pass it through. And here comes Poco in transition once again. Nolan Ross backpedals his way down. Had his hands checked as he tried to pass it over to Neary, sending it almost out of play, but at the very least off target. And now New West with an opportunity to counter. Trying to get back to their settled offense here. 7:40 remaining in the opening frame. Still 3-1 for the home team. Lucas Nielsen waits for reinforcements. In comes Cooper Board, joined by Ren Glanville. He has it sent to him now. Nielsen, shot, saved by Brown, rebound to the corner. Loose ball collected. Alexander, return to Nielsen. Works with Glanville, shot, saved by Brown. Quick up to Jordan Meach. You can clearly see an emphasis in a quick transition here for the Saints in the early stages of this game. They've been so dangerous pushing the pace out of the defensive end. Now Meyer, he's got some room. Fake shot defended well by the Bellies. Mills dropped it on the windup. Muscles his way to the middle of the floor. Hoogstraten, skip feed over to Cowan. Back on the floor after breaking his stick a couple of shifts ago, unaware of the shot clock, which will expire. And here comes New West. Quickly the other way. Schnurr right back out there. Last man into the rush will be Ethan Kessler. So he slows his way in. Skip feed through the middle. Alexander stopped by Ashton Brown. Now Levi Tui up the rush. He's got Aiden McDonald with him, but it does turn into a 4-on-2 in favor of New West. So Levi Tui will settle up with Lee Stockstader and head off for a change. Here's Liam Hoogstraten to McDonald. Skip feed far side. Dockstader. Shot partially deflected. Maximenko takes that one away, and a quick up here for the Bellies. Here comes Brandon Kirkby. He's got two Saints closing in on him. He'll send a bouncer up near center, finding Lucas Nielsen. Now down low, Cooper Board. Surveys, pass through the middle, goes to the far side. Glanville shot stopped by Brown. Rebound falls to Mander. He's got two Bellies on him. Still finds a way through it. Up the floor comes Kalen Mander. He's got Jordan Meach to his right, but he'll slow up once again, get the offense back out onto the floor. Meach and Mander to the bench, replaced by McDonald and Dockstader. Josh Mills directing traffic. 10 to shoot, 5.5 to play. Meyer. Forced to the perimeter, sent it to the far side. Now under 5 to shoot. Dockstader has got to get a shot through one and can't get it on target in time. Another shot clock violation goes against Poco. Something that I'm sure the coaching staff of the Saints will be discussing in the intermission. And we are about 5 minutes away from that. Schnurr over to Board, picked off by Lady, and they score off the deflection. Lucas Nielsen takes it away from Braden Lady and cuts the lead to 1. The original pass was intended for Cooper Board, who was alone on the crease. Braden Lady just got enough of it, thought he picked it off, but has it fall out of his stick. And right place, right time for Lucas Nielsen, who grabs his 7th goal of the year. Strong start for number 44 in red. Now Hoogstraten has the ball fall to him. A good stick check, though, following the loose ball, will send New West back into the offensive zone. Hoogstraten goes off for a change. Settled offense here for the Bellies coming up. Another deflected pass goes out of play. We've seen that happen a few times here through this first period from both sides. But an opportunity there for New West to try to tie this game. Instead, Poco will look to extend their lead again. Mills trying to muscle his way through the middle. McDonald takes it from him. 10 to shoot. Swim move through a couple of defenders. Shot, and that just goes behind the net. High off the glass. So no danger there. But New West just gives it right back away. Ben Sonnen sends it up the floor, and waiting for it was Andrew Cowan. Now Mills gets pinned. Wants a call, is not going to get it though. Here's the ball once again. Skip feed over to Meyer. Fakes the shot, driving down low, tried to put that one far side, puts it wide, and draws an interference call. Got to be careful on the retaliation. As he goes right back at his defender, his team does keep possession though. Hoogstraten on the flip, intended for Meyer, was just out of his reach. Mills, now near side corner. Circles from behind the net. Round the corner once again, 10 to shoot. Here's Meyer. Shot saved. Second chance for Hoogstraten, and another save by Maximenko. He's been the best player for the Bellies through this opening period thus far. Now New West trying to get back into the offensive zone. Almost a caused turnover there by Luke Neary. New West keeps though. Under 3 to play. 14 to shoot. Nielsen, the late man in. Schnurr has his pass deflected by Lady. Jensen Jones collects from the corner. Now Jordan Meach sends it up the floor, and here comes Luke Neary in transition. Nothing going on that offensive set for New West as the Saints look for more. Does Kyron Lazor have some more magic in his stick? Has the ball now, trying to work the pick and roll with Dockstader. Somehow got a handle on that one with one hand on his stick. Now 5 to shoot. Pass, goes to the near side, scores! Lease Dockstader on the east to west movement. This time the feed from Damoni Thomas. Just before the shot clock expires, the ball finds Lease Dockstader, and the lead is once again back up to 2. 4-2 in favor of the home team with 2:20 remaining in the first period. There's another face-off win and a fast break opportunity following it for New West. Pass got deflected. A little bit of friendly fire there, but Ashton Brown settles it down himself. Ball sent up by Mander, intended for Hoogstraten, however, picked off by Aiden Hinson. So we hit the 2-minute mark of the first period. Zook, far side feed. Glanville, shot deflected over the net. As Nolan Ross works on his man. Sasha Zook, shot, scores! Looked like it was going to be another expired shot clock, but Sasha Zook keeps after it from behind the net, rounds the corner, and shoots over top of the defender, picking 5-hole on Ashton Brown. And it's been a relatively high-scoring opening frame here, but New West, an important goal in the late stages of this first as they cut the lead down to 1. It's goal number 1 on the year for Sasha Zook. It's New West, another face-off win here. Now Schnurr to Board. Goes down low, far side feed, finds Ren Glanville. Tackled down by Jordan Meach. Glanville still with it, tries a shovel shot. Looked like a no-looker from my angle. Ashton Brown with the easy save, and now just 1 minute remaining here in the opening period. Here's Josh Mills. Over to Andrew Cowan. Mills with it again, tries the toe drag underneath, forced through, gets the shot off, no goal as he beat Maximenko, but stepped through the crease as he fell. Now Ren Glanville. Back out onto the floor, quickly sends it down low. Keegan Lady feeds to Lucas Nielsen. Under 30 to play, 12 to shoot. Riley Alexander, far side feed, Nielsen, big shot, scores! Tie game with 20 seconds to play. Just a massive goal for the Bellies in these late stages. And you can see why Lucas Nielsen is the leading scorer for these Bellies with a shot like that from distance. A rare face-off loss for New West, this time off the violation. Mander tried to send it over to Hoogstraten. 14 seconds. Does Poco want a timeout? They're going to bring Ashton Brown to the bench now. They're just going to go for it. 7 seconds to play. Andrew Cowan sent it to the near side. Shot by Hoogstraten was labeled for that near side. Off the mark, and that should expire this opening period, I believe. Yes, it will, and we will head towards the second period. I believe it's a tie game here. I know the scoreboard says 4-3, but I believe that's incorrect. So I'm going to go by my count here, and we're going to head towards the second intermission. Tied up here from the John Bailey Arena, 4-4. We're going to be back in about 10 minutes' time. The second period coming up next. Welcome back inside the John Bailey Arena here, ladies and gentlemen, home of the Poco Saints. And home tonight to this Junior A Saints matchup against the visiting New Westminster Salmonbellies. And it was a fast and furious opening 20 minutes. 4-4 is your score through 20. Riley Alexander and Lucas Nielsen leading the charge for the visiting Bellies. Alexander with 2 helpers, Lucas Nielsen with 2 goals. The latest of those 2 goals coming in the dying seconds of that first period to tie this game at 4, heading towards the intermission. Meanwhile, for the hometown team, it's who else but Lise Dockstader leading the way with 2 points on the game so far, a goal and an assist. And played the role of facilitator on the Kyron Lazor goal in his opening game for these Junior A Saints. Ashton Brown, a pretty strong period in net for Poco as well. 12 saves on 16 shots. Boris Maximenko had less shots in terms of volume, but I would still say it was the busier of the 2 goaltenders in terms of scoring chances against. He had some miraculous saves going post to post. Hey, Georgie, what do you think? Pretty spectacular start, I would say, for the New West netminder. But we are back underway here. Second period action on BC Sports TV. And it is the aforementioned Lise Dockstader grabbing possession off of the opening faceoff. A blind drop pass finds Braden Lady, and the offense of the Saints will go to work. Dockstader, skip feed to the far side. Hoogstraden up to Meyer. Open to scoring in this game for Poco. Sent back over to Dockstader, 10 to shoot. Spin move, gets underneath, shot, tried to pull it short side, goes just wide. Hoogstraden grabs the rebound. 3 to shoot. Pass intended for Meyer was off the mark. And the shot clock will expire as the ball rebounds over center. Fast break opportunity here for New West. Shot and a save by Ashton Brown. Rebound collected by Dylan Eilert. Quick up. Finds Jensen Jones. And now Levi Tui. Damoni Thomas. First man off the bench finds Kyron Lazor. Poco elects to go lefty strong. Andrew Cowan sends it over to the far side. Shot and a save by Maximenko. Loose ball collected by Riley Alexander. He'll sprint the floor himself after a double shift. Still has some gas in the tank to sprint and sends Braden Lady sprawling to the turf. Lady back to his feet. No worse for wear as Alexander has it once again. Tries to go underneath on Meach. Sends it over to Nielsen. On hat trick watch here. Tries to go 5-hole and steps through the crease through his shot attempt. Jordan Meach is going to push pace the other way in transition. Forced now to the near side corner. Spins back. Turning on a dime. Pass intended for Meyer. Deflects and goes over center. Now Ben Sonnen has Brady Schnurr, streaking off the bench. Brady Schnurr streaking is a tongue twister, George, I will say. We're back to the action, though. Glanville, far side, shot saved by Brown. Rebound falls to his leg pad. Hunter Meyer was stuck out there for a defensive shift, but he'll head back over center himself. The dream of the perfect broadcast is dead, George. That's what a tongue twister will do to you. We march on, as does Kyron Lazor with possession now. 10 to shoot. Fake shot, wanted the flip pass down low, sends it over the far side instead. Now under 5 to shoot. Meyer with a shot from distance, looking for the rebound himself. Lays the body instead, and now fast break opportunity. Nielsen, stopped by Brown. Hit from behind by Luke Neary, and he'll make the march to the sin bin, putting New West back to the man advantage. Extreme Threads is your one-stop shop for customized team or company apparel, embroidery, screen printing, designs, and sublimated team uniforms. Now offering 10 Spanish flags, decals, signs, and more, and you can check them out online, extremethreads.ca. So 1-for-1 on the power play are the New West Salmonbellies in this game. They came into this one firing at 25%. But looked pretty good on that opening set. Now Nielsen tries to sting, second chance, saved by Brown. Fresh 30 for New West. This looks exactly the same as their last power play where they got an opening look and immediately grabbed possession again. Can they mimic that same formula? Alexander, back to the point. Lady, Nielsen, shot, saved by Brown, rebound sent to the corner. Nielsen grabs his own rebound and back to the point. Keegan Lady to Riley Alexander. Lady has it again. Fakes the shot. They look to move it around the outside from up top. That shot from Lady goes wide and out of play. Now Braden Lady up the floor shorthanded. Through the middle. Muscling his way. Can't avoid the crease. And that will send New West power play back up the floor. Halfway through the penalty to Luke Neary as he watches from afar. This might be the most anxious 50 seconds of his season so far. As we approach the 4-minute mark of the first period, Nielsen sends his shot wide. Dylan Eilert looks to pick up the loose ball from his crease, and he has some room to work with if he wants to send it up the floor, which he will. To his left was Levi Tui. Avoids the check of Ben Sonnen. Circles back one more time to find some more space. He's on an island right now near center. Got to be careful of that line. He wants to head off for a change. After sending it over to Aiden McDonald on the far side. Just 5 to shoot. McDonald will just eat the rest of this clock from the corner. Gets one extra slash in for good measure, but that should pretty well get us back to 5-on-5 as the penalty to Luke Neary is just about to expire. He steps back out onto the turf now. New West still with possession. 15 on the shot clock. Alexander, near side feed. Brady Schnurr comes over top. Late slide from the defender, but Neary blocks it. Jensen Jones grabs the rebound off the corner. Neary out of the box and right into the play and blocks a shot for good measure. He'll head off now to get the offense back out onto the floor. Kyron Lazor fakes the flip pass over to Dockstader, now sends it over to him as he takes a high hit near the bench. He's going to try to get lost underneath. Brady Schnurr stuck out there for a defensive shift here. Pass intended for Dockstader. Defended well as that one goes off of his face mask and sends the bellies the other way. Now Nielsen's alone through the middle. Nielsen stopped by Ashton Brown. Gloved aside on the stick side, and New West has come shot out of a cannon here to start off this second period. We're still tied up 4-4. Alexander, shot saved by Brown, and he wants to send this one quickly up the floor. Nolan Ross with a breakaway in transition. Ross stopped by Maximenko. A great glove save, and the rebound falls back to his stick. A save so glovely that he lost his glove behind the net. Come on, Jeff Fisher, that was pretty good. Thank you very much. George laughed too, thank you. New West possession. Shut up, Jeff. Sasha Zook sends it to the far side. Now near side feed to Glanville. A heavy shot with a big windup. Goes wide and out of play. Feels like a good time now to plug our socials. You can give us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at BC Sports TV. Or if you want to be a hater like Jeff Fisher alongside the rest of my puns, you can hit me up in the DMs at Ferratino on Twitter, at Tino Farah on Instagram. Let us know where you're watching from. Fresh 30 now for the Saints. Kyron Lazor looks to the far side, instead sends it down low to the corner. Shot by Hoogstraten, kicked aside by Maximenko. Hoogstraten grabs his own rebound, and he'll settle the possession with the fresh 30. Lee Stockstader started the change, but now he'll stay, directing traffic as he wants to create some space through the middle of the floor. Mills over to Hoogstraten. He kept this possession alive, now flips it over to Aiden McDonald, can't get a handle. He'll keep battling for it as he tries to lay the body here to keep this play alive. He's dealing with 3 New West players. A matchup that not many will win in a 1v3 situation. And Aiden McDonald, frustrated after that one, smashes his stick and heads down the tunnel. Now Ren Glanville, shot around a screen, saved by Brown. Jensen Jones cleans up the rebound. Fake pass up the floor. Jones slowing it down. Finds Lee Stockstader, fresh off the bench. Now Cowan from the corner. Up the floor. Meyer. Working on Cooper board. Meyer scores! Hunter Meyer finds his second goal of the game. Feasting on the matchup, just forces his defender down low. Cooper board sent sprawling down on the pick from behind. Just enough to jar some space free for Meyer to deposit his second goal of the game past Maximenko and grab the lead back for Poco. Another face-off win for New West, a matchup they've been dominating through this game so far. Lady with some room, gets it down low to the crease. Nielsen stopped by Brown. Now a quick up, finds Levi Tui in transition on a breakaway. Tui stopped by Maximenko. Mentioned earlier that he's been the busier of the two goalies just in terms of quality of chances. And we saw another one there. That's the second breakaway stop of this period alone for the New West netminder. And this score could be much different if it were not for number 29 in red and blue. Now Ashton Brown will look to mimic those efforts here as the New West goes back to work. Coming around the corner now near side. Lucas Nielsen still looking for his hat trick goal from his knees. Stopped by Brown, and that'll go out of play. Lucas Nielsen getting a ton on that shot from his knees. That would have been a highlight reel tally, but at the very least, he earned his team a fresh 30. Glanville to Alexander. Drives low, forced to the corner by Nolan Ross. Now Schnurr to Nielsen. Again, trying to find the middle of the floor, kept to the perimeter. Pass goes down low, one-timer, and stopped by Brown. Rebound fell through the crease and out the other side. Nolan Ross collects and sends it up the floor. Hoogstraten takes the drop pass. Nolan Ross tried to catch the New West defense sleeping with the hidden ball trick. And now a delayed call coming up against the Bellies. So Ashton Brown to the bench, 10 seconds to shoot, and Kyron Lazor becomes the sixth member of this offense. He's going to park himself through the middle. Far side feed. Meyer to Dockstader. Shot goes just wide. He had room. One more shot, and they're going to count that as the shot clock expired. Hoogstraten showing why you play to the whistle, as it sounded like the buzzer has gone, but Hoogstraten kept after it. Yeah, you can just see that goal shouldn't count. You could see it on the replay here, the shot clock in that top right corner. Unfortunately, we can't show a second replay after. But if you were to go back and look, you'll be able to see the shot clock in that upper right corner. And it had gotten to 0. Either way, a lucky bounce for Poco, who were about to head to the power play. Now will remain 5-on-5, but Poco extends their lead to 2. Now Ben Sonnen off the faceoff win. Gets around Luke Neary. Finds Sasha Zook. It's the first man off the bench. Last man will be Riley Alexander, but the pass was not a good one. And a loose ball battle will ensue behind the Poco net, taken away by Ashton Brown. Lady waiting near center. Waits for some offensive reinforcements. Lee Stockstader gets into the mix. Aiden McDonald surveys. Near side feed now to Mills. 10 to shoot. Mills shot stopped by Maximenko. Loose ball now. Gets jarred free. Eventually taken away by New West. And a quick up over center finds Miles Gifford. Pass deflected, keeps after it, finding Ethan Kessler. Now Gifford will head off, replaced by Keegan Lady. Has some room, but again, a bobbled pass taken away by Jordan Meach. He's got Nolan Ross up to play. Ross, another breakaway in this period, stopped by Maximenko. 2 for 2 on Nolan Ross breakaways is the New West netminder, and now Jordan Meach, pinned along the end boards, loses the ball and taken away by Alexander. Just a plethora of transition chances for Poco in this frame. As Nielsen drives from the crease, flip pass through the middle. Ladies there to knock it loose, at least for a minute. Nielsen collects, though, on the sideboards. Under 10 to shoot. Fake shot, gets one off, and Brown squeezes that one between his legs. Now Lady over center. Drop pass for Liam Hoogstraten as there's going to be another New West penalty coming up as Josh Mills is just getting ragdolled through the middle of the floor. That shot goes wide, eludes Kyron Lazor, and now Poco will be heading to the man advantage. A power play which is brought to you by Phoenix Truck and Crane. They offer freight and crane services throughout British Columbia. A family-owned and operated business for over 30 years, Phoenix Truck and Crane has rental and fleet options for all your hauling or lifting needs. PhoenixTruckCrane.com. And this Poco power play has been lethal so far this season. It's the first place power play, and they strike early as Lise Dockstader on the quick stick from the crease. 50% coming into this game, and they are now 1 for 1. Not even any crazy movement. They just go side to side there, and Dockstader beats the New West goaltender, Maximenko, to stretch their lead to 3. That's the largest lead of the game for Poco. And the second goal of the game for Lise Dockstader. And now Poco looks for more off the rare face-off win. Again, it's a matchup that New West has dominated. But Poco's been able to come up with a couple of clutch face-off wins, and that was one of them right there, looking to, again, extend their lead. 7.5 to play in the second period. Dockstader on hat-trick watch with possession now. Lazor, his shot deflected. Lise Dockstader almost got the rebound. Hoogstraten battling for it, but can't find it amongst the feet. Sonnen had it for a sec. It's in his stick, but down on the turf. As he gets sent to the corner boards. And again, New West just can't get out of their own way right now. Unable to clear the zone off a couple of bobbled passes. And that will equal a fresh 30 for Poco once again. Damoni Thomas to Josh Mills. He drew that last power play. Sees again, just getting muscled through from the outside. Pass taken away by New West. As this time they're able to get over center. Sasha Zook. Now a delayed call coming up against Poco. Maximenko onto the bench. New West will go 6-on-5. There's a one-timer, and they score! No power play necessary for the Bellies. They take advantage with the man up here and the goaltender on the bench. Nielsen fakes the shot from distance and finds his man down low in the corner. And the lead is cut back down to 2. 7-5 with 6:32 to play in the second period. New West just refusing to go away here. And again, a face-off win for New West. Braden Lady's got to start from his own side of center as that loose ball went all the way down to the corner. And he does get it over the center line with about a second to spare. He heads off, replaced by Lise Dockstader. Aiden McDonald, near side feed to Josh Mills. Shot, scores! Mills answers right back. The lead is once again 3. Just a little bit of space available on that near side. And Josh Mills takes advantage just as Boris Maximenko took the step over. But it was half a second too late, and the 3-goal lead is restored. Another face-off win for Poco as Mander collects. His pass was deflected, now off the end boards. He's going to battle for it as that falls into the crease of Maximenko, and he'll take it away and send it back up the floor. Here's Ren Glanville down to Lucas Nielsen. Far side over to Zook, now down low to the corner. His board works his way through the middle, keeps it handled, but sends a shot wide. Dylan Eilert grabs the rebound, standing in his crease, and his pass was out of the reach of the intended target, being Jordan Meach. Would have had a fast break opportunity, but that opportunity is taken away. So the Bellies get back over center. Alexander, near side feed. Brady Schnurr on the toe drag, gets wrapped up. He's going to draw a penalty for his efforts. Ashton Brown stepped out, trying to collect possession. New West keeps. Now down low. Kessler to Glanville. Shot blocked by Lady. Rebound goes out of play, and New West will head back to the man advantage. Rycor Construction has been providing quality craftsmanship to the Lower Mainland for over 15 years, specializing in residential renovations, anything from a kitchen or bathroom makeover to a full home renovation. They're family-owned and operated and pride themselves on an exceptional client experience. RycorConstruction.ca. Another one of our proud sponsors here on BC Sports TV. Nielsen, far side feed, deflected by Lady. Good stick, second chance on the rebound through the middle, stopped by Brown. And now Mander and Lady are going to push pace the other way. It's a 2-on-3, so Mander will find some space in the corner. Good stick check there by Aiden Hinson. Mander likes the matchup, tried to drive. Another good stick check by Hinson. Mander keeps after it. Continuing to eat clock here. Blind pass finds Andrew Cowan, still 10 seconds on the shot clock. He'll send it far side. Hoogstraten muscling his way through. Spin move, has some space, shot and a save by Maximenko. An aggressive stance from the New West goaltender who was almost out of his crease. A big stop on the big man, Liam Hoogstraten, and New West will look to reward their goaltender with a power play marker here. Alexander to the point. Lady finds Nielsen. Around the screen, shot, stopped by Brown, rebound falls to Glanville in the near side corner. Back up to Lady, has some space, fake shot, now far side. Skip feed over to Glanville, stopped again. Second chance, it gets thrown to the turf by Levi Tui. And it turns into transition the other way for Jordan Meach. The physical presence of the Poco Saints has been noteworthy in this game so far, and we saw another side of it right there. Now just 25 seconds remaining in the penalty to Luke Neary. But an opportunity now for Ben Sonnen. A breakaway on the power play as he goes in and scores! It's not too often you see a breakaway on the man up. But Ben Sonnen collects possession and sprints the other way himself and deposits one to cut the lead to 2 on the man advantage. 3:04 to play in the second. The lead is 8-6 for Poco. A face-off win for New West, but a turnover on the illegal procedure will earn possession for Poco. Aiden McDonald works with Hoogstraten. Has the stick ripped out of his hands. Mills takes it off the flip pass. Backhands one to the far side corner. 10 to shoot. McDonald stopped by Maximenko. Ball falls to his feet, and he'll lob this one up near center, connecting with Kirkby. Quick up, intended for Nielsen, was just off the mark. Riley Alexander takes it off the end boards. And he gets double teamed, triple teamed, and lost possession as Nolan Ross, the speedy, undersized defenseman, takes it away. And his speed has been on full display in this game, in this period for that matter. 2 breakaways in this second frame alone. 2:05 to play in the second as Hoogstraten and McDonald go to work again. Now Mills from the near side driving, works his way through. Shot, no goal as he steps through the crease again in similar fashion to his disallowed goal from the first period. Just cannot avoid the painted turf. As Glanville streaks in, shot stopped by Brown, wants to send it up the floor quickly and finds Meach streaking over center. He's got Dylan Eilert working with him. He'll head off for a change, as will Meach. Off the draw pass to Hunter Meyer. Meyer on hat-trick watch here as well, as Lazor sends it down to Lise Dockstader, who is another member of this hat-trick watch team. Mills backhand shot, stopped by Maximenko. Rebound again falls to his feet, and a defender in there to send it the other way. Quick up for New West. On the wrong side, shot goes wide from Aiden Hinson. Battle for the loose ball, won by Kessler. On his wrong side, he'll circle back from the corner. Schnurr in to collect. Under 10 to shoot, under a minute to play. 55 seconds to be exact as Keegan Lady steps in and scores! Another late strike for New West as they cut the lead to 1. It'll be a goal from Keegan Lady, but give as much of that credit to Ethan Kessler, who kept that play alive on the loose ball battle along the sideboards. Just a massive effort from the 2 New West forwards. And with 50 seconds remaining, the lead is cut to just 1. Now Hoogstraten with a shot, stopped by Maximenko, and now another opportunity for New West to push pace the other way. Kirkby, he'll slow up, wait for some offensive reinforcements. First man in is Cooper Board. 33 seconds to play, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Zook has it jarred free by Braden Lady, and he's going to push the other way. Lady on a breakaway, gets the shot off and scores! The Poco captain gets his second goal of the game and reclaims the 2-goal advantage. Just when momentum was falling in favor of the road team, Captain Clutch does what he's supposed to do, a defensive play, taking away an opportunity from New West, and then takes it straight to the cage himself. 21 seconds to go, Poco back up by 2. So Keegan Lady grabs possession off the faceoff and earns a timeout for his team. 14.4 seconds remaining. New West again looking to cut this lead back down to 1 in the closing stages. So Jeff, am I understanding you correctly? The two ladies, they're brothers. Okay. So to steal a line from Jeff Fisher, the little lady scores, and then the big lady scores. My, oh my. That's why they pay you the big bucks, Jeff. That's PA announcer to the Stars, Jeff Fisher. Ladies and gentlemen, here on BC Sports TV. Tino Fair here, your voice, alongside, the talent, really. We call him cameraman extraordinaire, but he's in my phone as the talent, George Para. You're welcome, George. So Cooper Board's going to start things off at center. They put some time back out on the clock, so it is 15.8 seconds remaining. Maximenko on the bench, and New West will go 6 on 5. Board now starts the motion as the 7-second mark goes. Nielsen on the one-timer, stopped by Brown. The rebound falls down to his feet. Nolan Ross has a look at the empty net, gets a shot off. Board picks it off. That had a chance to go on target, and Cooper Board might have saved a goal. Enough out of you, Jeff. What a period it's been here from the John Bailey Arena, and we still have one more to go, so don't go too far, ladies and gentlemen. Grab your snacks, grab your drinks. We're going to be back with third period action coming up next on BC Sports TV. Welcome back inside the John Bailey Arena here, ladies and gentlemen. Home of this BC Junior A matchup between the hometown Poco Saints and the visiting New Westminster Salmonbellies. Through 40 minutes of action, it is the home team holding on to a 9-7 lead with 20 minutes remaining. And it has been a high-scoring affair. 8 goals in the first period, 8 goals scored in total in the second period. Just back and forth both ways, and both goaltenders having to stand tall throughout multiple moments of that second period as well. Boris Maximenko, I've made a couple mentions of him to start things off here. Again, not necessarily the busier goalie in terms of volume of shots, but man, oh man, he has made some unbelievable saves through 40 minutes of action. 21 of 30 available saves made by the New West netminders. You're getting a look at the away team right now, looking for a big comeback in this final period. Meanwhile, we'll look on now to the hometown Poco Saints, who look to remain perfect at home after a 2-0 weekend last weekend, where they took down Coquitlam in overtime on Friday night and Victoria at home on Sunday afternoon. And there's Ashton Brown right there. 31 of 38 stops made in total. And Poco will look to him as their last line of defense for one more period tonight before they hit the road for a doubleheader tomorrow. They got a game here right now, one more period to go through, and then they'll take on the Victoria Shamrocks tomorrow afternoon. You can catch that right here on BC Sports TV as well. It'll be Poco at Victoria, 4:30 start time. Tell you more about that later on, as we got third period action now on the horizon, with Poco winning the opening draw of the period. There's Lee Stockstader, the leading scorer through this game. 4 points, 2 goals, and 2 helpers to go along with it. Surveys and sent it to the near side. Hunter Meyer looks for his hat-trick goal, sends it over to Mills, stopped by Maximenko on the dunk attempt. There was some space available there, but again, just a huge stop for Maximenko, denying Josh Mills. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, here comes New West. Ren Glanville working the pick and roll, pass over to Schnurr. Wasn't ready for it, and Jordan Meach is going to send Luke Neary the other way in transition, muscling his way through. A twister goes just wide, falling thanks to the back check of Ren Glanville. Ethan Self battling for the loose ball. Luke Neary comes in to help him out, and a collision between Neary and Maximenko from behind the net as possession goes the other way. Heated here early between the two teams. New West has got to get more guys on the floor. Now they do. Lucas Nielsen, the late man in, but just 10 seconds to shoot. Sasha Zook down low to Cooper Board. Gets underneath of Braden Lady. Shot by Board. Takes a hit afterwards and takes his man down with him as he and Nolan Ross exchange pleasantries. But Poco gets back into the offensive zone. Late man in will be Josh Mills. Cowan from outside, shot stopped by Maximenko. He'll fall on top of it, fish it out of his leg pad. So an early end to that possession for the Saints. And a quick up the floor. Ren Glanville down low. Schnurr has some room. Late man in is Ethan Kessler. Now Riley Alexander comes over top of the screen, spins away from Kalen Mander, gets another shot off, saved by Brown. Now Mander battling with his man. Luke Neary takes a big collision, takes a hit to make a play though as he hangs on to it and ends that possession early for New West. Lee Stockstader takes it off the drop pass near center. They try the hidden ball trick again, not going to fool this New West defensive unit. Mills off the swing pass, 10 to shoot. Big shot, stopped by Maximenko. Wants to quickly send it up the floor, will do so if Ragazzi can chase it down. Lee Stockstader gets in front of him though. Good hustle play on the back check, and he'll take it right back up the floor himself. He'll dish to Cowan and head off for a change, replaced by Kyron Lazor. Lazor was here last summer playing for Akwesasne in the Founders Cup. Finds himself on the Saints Junior A roster this time around. And he's got a goal, looking for more, but could not get a handle on the pass just before the shot clock expires. New West content with just letting the clock run down. Now they'll collect and get the offense back out onto the floor. Here's the aforementioned Brady Schnurr. Late man in will be Keegan Lady. As Zook takes the pass, forced to the outside, and sends it over to the righties. So New West likes to go righty strong on this set. Board through the middle. Lady stopped by Brown. A good motion by the Bellies, but the Poco netminder stands tall once again. The lead remains 9-7 in favor of the Saints. Just over 4 minutes elapsed through the third period. Cowan to Hoogstraten. Righty strong here for Poco. Meyer over to Cowan, looking through the middle. Drives low, flips over to Dockstader, backhand through the middle. Damoni Thomas throws a backhand shot himself. What a goal that would have been. But Maximenko got the better of that opportunity. New West back over center. Alexander tries to go low on Nolan Ross, forcing him to the corner. Now Lady. Slowly into the zone. Late man in will be Cooper Board. Immediately drives the middle off ball, parks himself onto the crease. Has the ball sent to him now. A bounce shot by Board, kicked aside by Brown. Rebound goes in front of the Poco bench, and Ethan Kessler comes in to collect. Fresh 30 for New West. Lady through the middle, off the mark. Rebound collected by Alexander. 15 to shoot. Kessler comes over top once again, waits for the screen from Alexander. Hits him on the roll. Riley Alexander gets through, shot deflected. And no, they'll say it was a save by Brown and out of play. So again, a fresh 30 for New West. Braden Lady comes onto the floor, so at least one set of fresh legs for Poco on this defensive shift. Kessler on the spin move, over to Lady, shot stopped by Brown. Tried the quick outlet pass, ball slips out of his stick. And now Poco's got to get this over. They do just in time as Neary hit the gas at the last second. Now here's Mills. Late man joining is Hunter Meyer. Mills looking for the skip pass, fakes it. Comes over top, now sends it to Meyer. 3 to shoot. Meyer, shot stopped by Maximenko, no rebound. As he collects that one, Aiden McDonald was hunting for it, but unable to collect. Now here's Lucas Nielsen. Had 2 goals in the opening frame. Hasn't been able to find the back of the net since, but remains on hat trick watch here. 10 to shoot. As Brady Schnurr sends it to Zook. Now down low, Cooper Board. Far side feed. Schnurr, 3 to shoot. Glanville gets his hands free. Shot stopped by Brown. Now Mander gets it over center. He'll leave for Dockstader. Mander replaced by Mills. Damoni Thomas gets into the action as well. He has the ball now. So he fakes the flip. Near side feed. Here's Aiden McDonald. Far side feed to Mills. Under 10 to shoot. Damoni Thomas on the flip. Backhand shot stopped by Maximenko. McDonald, second chance, and scores! How about that motion from the Saints? So we made mention earlier of Aiden McDonald hunting for the rebound through the middle. Was unable to cash in this time around. Does. Avoids the crease as well. And beats Boris Maximenko to reclaim the 3-goal advantage. 10-7 with 13:04 remaining in the third. Loose ball battle on the ensuing faceoff. Lady there to collect. Quick up finds Lise Dockstader, who's going to earn another point, I'm sure. We'll wait for the official announcement here, but he had that backhand shot that turned into a rebound for McDonald to collect. And he's right back out onto the floor. Here's Meyer. Trying to muscle his way down the middle. Sends it over to Dockstader. Under 10 to shoot. Damoni Thomas returns to Dockstader. The give and go worked perfectly, but Maximenko got across again and denied. What a pair they have been. Lise Dockstader and Damoni Thomas. The clear chemistry on the floor through the opening games of this season, and you saw it on full display there once again. Alexander, far side feed. Lucas Nielsen turns into a 2-on-1. Now Glanville through the middle, stopped by Brown. Board grabs the rebound from the corner. Up top to Kessler, fresh 30 for New West. Ethan Kessler, shot stopped by Brown, got enough of it with his stick, and he'll step out to create some space for Jensen Jones rounding the corner. His pass finds its way to Nolan Ross, who will slow up, waiting for the offense to get onto the floor. Lazor to McDonald. He'll spin back. Hunter Meyer. 5 to shoot. McDonald wants to drive, works his way through, stopped by Maximenko, and he grabs his own rebound again. Fresh 30 for Poco against some tired defenders. Hoogstraten from the outside. Looking through, a high shot, shoulder to side by Maximenko. Hoogstraten grabs his own rebound, gets a shot off one hand from behind the back. Stopped by Maximenko again. Loose ball goes behind the net. 2 Saints against 2 Bellies. A lengthy battle here as it's still up for grabs. Underneath, a flurry of feet falls to Aiden McDonald. He's got a man chasing him down, but he tracks it himself. Gets the reset, and he'll pull it to the outside. These tired defenders remain on the floor. Damoni Thomas comes in as a fresh set of legs on the offense for Poco, but the Meyer shot goes wide and back over center. And finally, that New West defensive unit can get a change, and the offense can look to chip away at this lead with 10:35 to play in the third. Shots 44-39 in favor of New West, but they still trail by 3. Sasha Zook looks for his third of the game, gets a shot off, a sidearm bouncer stopped by Brown. Braden Lady comes in, and Mander goes up the floor himself. Mander fresh off his rookie campaign in the NLL with the Halifax Thunderbirds, alongside Braden Lady with the Warriors. Dockstader, some pretty footwork there, finds Cowan on his back. Damoni Thomas sends it back to Dockstader. A backhand shot stopped by the stick of Maximenko, and there's that chemistry on display once again. Man, have they looked good together. .9:45 to play. Lucas Nielsen waits for help. Just over 10 seconds to shoot. Finds some room on Meach, who recovers nicely. Pass finds Kessler, shot is blocked. Now 4 to shoot. Zook's got to get one off, finds one far side as Glanville wanted the one-timer but sends it wide. Levi Tui was muscling him around as well. Not an easy shot to get off, but he sent it wide either way. Lazor to Hoogstraten. Hoogstraten was a trade deadline acquisition for Poco last year, coming over from the Burnaby Lakers, and he remains on this Poco squad. McDonald to Mills, shot, scores! The biggest lead of the game continues to grow. It's now up to 4. Josh Mills finds his second goal of the game and 5th goal of the season. The swing pass from the near side finds the back of the stick of Josh Mills, who beats Boris Maximenko. And now with 9:02 to play, Poco is up 11-7. Face-off win and a loose ball battle won by New West. They're going to take it to the cage. Shot goes just wide and kept in by Cooper Board as he chases it down and takes it off the hop. But now forced into a double team of Luke Neary and Braden Lady. I don't care who you are, that is a scary sight to run into. Board lost it. Lady sends it up to Andrew Cowan. Now 8.5 to play. Cowan into the offensive zone. He's got Hunter Meyer streaking off ball. Can't hit him. Now sends it to the near side. Meyer waits for the screen. Fakes the shot. Goes underneath. Kept from distance. Shot saved by Maximenko. Rebound goes to the corner. Meyer's going to battle for it. Collected, though, by Damien Seung. And he'll send it far side. Nolan Ragazzi waits for help. Finds it in Lucas Nielsen. Riley Alexander receives the pass from him. Righty strong on this set for the Bellies. Glanville to Nielsen. Pass intended for Alexander. Too hot to handle as it was in too tight for him. He'll battle with two members of this Poco defensive squad. But shot clock expires, sending the Saints the other way. Meach leaves for Dockstader. As this three-headed monster of Dockstader, Lazor, and Thomas all on the floor together here. Hoogstraden shot around a screen, saved by by Maximenko and out of play. And Damoni Thomas collects. Hoogstraden with it again. Sidestepping his way down low. Delayed call coming up against New West. Brown to the bench. Mills will be the sixth man coming in. Still 15 seconds on the shot clock. Aiden McDonald to Josh Mills as they just play pass back and forth from the outside. Pass from McDonald intended to go down to Lise Dockstader, but checked aside. And Poco will go to the man advantage. West Coast Iron in Port Coquitlam is the powerhouse of serious training in the Lower Mainland. With 15,000 square feet of iron and a ton of cardio machines, they welcome anyone and everyone who wants to make a profound and lasting change to their physique, mindset, and lifestyle. If you want to transform, West Coast Iron is the place to do it. And we thank them, along with all of our sponsors here on BC Sports TV, helping to keep these streams on your screens for free. Dockstader from the corner scores! There it is, the hat trick tally for Lise Dockstader. Showing off some fancy footwork there. It's that extra step to the middle that sells Maximenko. And then he takes it back and deposits it low. The lead is now 5, 12-7 with 6:36 to play. And while we're doing plugs as well here, George, I got to get this in. For the people watching there on our YouTube streams, remember to hit that subscribe button as well. We don't really plug the subscribe button that often, but if you want to get the notifications when we do go live with our broadcast, you can hit that little red button, hit the little bell icon beside it as well, so you can get those notifications when we do go live, which we will be doing all summer long here from the John Bailey Arena, as well as from the Q Center over there in Victoria, where we will be tomorrow afternoon. Doubleheader coming up where these Poco Saints will take on the Junior A Shamrocks. 4:30 start time on our channels. And before that at 1:30, some Junior B Tier 1 action between Victoria Shamrocks and the Richmond Roadrunners. So keep your eyes onto all of our channels for a doubleheader tomorrow afternoon from Victoria. Mills on the toe drag. Gets around a defender. Shot goes wide. Lazor now gets the rebound. No looker to Hunter Meyer. Shot stopped by Maximenko just before the shot clock expires, and it goes out of play. Now Lazor off the quick pass from Mills. McDonald. Shot stopped by Maximenko. Now a quick up for New West. Damien Seung goes in transition. Thought about the spin. Now forced to the corner by Nolan Ross. And the ball gets jarred free. For a moment, Lucas Nielsen came in to collect, but Nolan Ross took it away for a second time. That'll be 2 caused turnovers for him. I don't believe that's a stat that's tracked in the BC Junior A League, but if it was, George, that'd be 2 caused turnovers. Take my word for it. Thanks, George. McDonald, shot goes just wide. Hunter Meyer takes it off the corner boards. Fake shot himself, works to the middle, kept to the perimeter. Cowan has that one deflect off of his stick, and Ben Sonen's going to take it himself in transition. Works through the middle, can't get a shot off, and he got sent sprawling into Ashton Brown. Gets back to his feet, but a couple of big bodies falling through the Poco crease. And that'll send the Saints back into the offensive zone. 4:20 remaining in the third. Poco leads by 5. Lee Stockstader pass to Cowan and alone, and he just puts it wide all alone on top of the crease, but couldn't get it on target. Now Ragazzi eats a slash from McDonald on the back check. And a wrestling match going on between Luke Neary and Miles Gifford. As cooler heads prevail, Gifford gets to the bench. Nielsen shot scores! Lucas Nielsen finally finds his hat trick tally. He's been looking for it since the first period and finds it far side past Ashton Brown. He grabs his 9th goal of the 2024 campaign and cuts the lead back down to 4 with just under 4 to play. Face-off win by Keegan Lady. He's going to take it himself. A 3-on-2 for New West. Lady shoots just wide. And that'll go out of play cleanly, so it will be Poco possession. Keegan Lady gets back onto the bench with a smile on his face following that opportunity. One that he certainly would want back, but will watch on for the time being until his next shift. There's Josh Mills, 10 to shoot, muscles his way through, shot goes wide as he was falling, and that'll go back over center. So free clear for the Bellies, and it will be Cooper Board starting off this possession. Near side corner, Board surveys the middle, sends it to the far side. Nielsen looking for now his 4th goal of the game. Schnurr returns it to Board. Shot well wide off the corner. Nielsen collects. Still 18 on the shot clock. Shot stopped by Brown. Rebound goes near center. Goes back over, but last touched by the Poco goaltender, so no back over call. New West keeps possession. Kessler gets through, shot, and stopped by Brown. Rebound falls through the crease, but away from danger. And Poco will slow things down now. The clock is their friend. Up by 4 with 2.5 to play in the third. McDonald working on the New West captain. They send it back over to the lefties. A no-looker return to McDonald. Couldn't take it cleanly. Battling with it along the glass. And the shot clock expires as Aiden McDonald continues to battle with Tyson Nielsen. And they're both going to go off. A couple of big bodies crashing and banging, and the refs will send them each to the sin bin. Just an excellent choice of song here, Jeff Fisher. Just an excellent choice of song. Why can't we be friends? Yes, you did tell me that was going to happen. So why can't we be friends is a conversation that I'm sure those two will be having between the boxes. But for now, they will watch on. And we're going to get some 4-on-4 action, I believe. No, excuse me, it will be 5-on-4 as Poco got the extra penalty. So 5-on-4 in favor for New West. And you know what that means, George? It means it's time for us to pay some bills. Are you ready for a new ride? Metro Ford of Port Coquitlam has you covered. Check out our huge selection of quality vehicles and experience the Metro difference today. So there you go, George. We paid all of our bills. We got through it. It almost took us the whole game, but we got through it. And a reminder, if you're interested in any advertising opportunities to help keep these broadcasts free all summer long, you can hit us up at info@bcsports.tv. Plenty of sponsorship opportunities available. Again, that's info@bcsports.tv. New West power play going to work. Lucas Nielsen from the outside, shot blocked. Gets his own rebound, pass down low, and a great save by Brown, getting his shoulder on it. And Poco takes that opportunity away and gets back over center themselves. Under 2 minutes of action remaining. Poco continues to kill clock and kill this penalty as Meyer sprints to some space, finds a gap between a couple of defenders and sends it back near center, deflects high off the stick of Kalen Mander. That'll be a back over call. And New West will get their power play back out onto the floor. Here's Keegan Lady. Had a goal late in that second period. Does he have some more magic in his stick? He'll run point. Takes the shot, stopped by Brown. Rebound collected by Nielsen along the far side. Down low, intended for Cooper Board. Deflects off the boards and collected again by Keegan Lady. Nielsen down low to the far side. Glanville returns it back up top. Nielsen steps into the shot himself, saved by Brown again, and Neary in to collect. Now under a minute remaining in the final frame. Long stretch pass to Kalen Mander. He's got room, in alone. Mander scores! Well, if the game wasn't already iced, that will certainly do it as Kalen Mander scores in alone, shorthanded on a breakaway. A couple of fakes fools Boris Maximenko, and the lead is now 13-8 with 49 seconds remaining. Mander out there for face-off duty, jumps early against Keegan Lady, and New West gonna look to go quickly to the cage here as they get their power play back out onto the floor for another 25 or so seconds. 38 seconds remaining in the period. Nielsen, fake shot, near side to Alexander, back to the point. Nielsen, shot blocked by Lady and out of play with 30 seconds remaining. So a fresh 30 now with 30 seconds to play. Alexander steps into a shot, shoulder to side by Brown, and here's another breakaway for Mander in the dying seconds. 15 seconds to play, Mander through the middle, backhand shot stopped by Maximenko. Braden Lady will collect, and he can just kill the rest of this clock if he so chooses. Back to 5-on-5 action, 5 seconds remaining, and the two sides will slow down and let the clock run down. 13-8 is your final, and the Poco Saints remain perfect on home floor, improving to a 3-1 record. Man, oh man, what a game from this hometown team as they just remain one of the hottest teams in the league, especially on home floor, and now they'll take their talents across the water to Victoria tomorrow afternoon. A reminder, you can catch that game here on BC Sports TV, 4:30 start time, and before that, it will be the Tier 1 Victoria Shamrocks taking on the Richmond Roadrunners at 1:30. But for now, that's going to do it here for us. For the entire cast of characters up here in the booth, for cameraman extraordinaire George Parra, I've been Tino Farah, we've been BC Sports TV, and we will see you next time.